Hey, good morning, everyone. Thursday morning, the 4th of March, 2021. This morning's devotion is a reading from Ecclesiastes chapter 2, reading verses 18 and 19, which read, I hated all the things I toiled for under the sun, because I must leave them to the one who comes after me, and who knows whether he will be a wise man or a fool. Yet he will have control over all the work into which I've poured my effort and skill under the sun. This too is meaningless. If you work harder and longer hours, you can earn more money, but you cannot earn more time. The saying goes, time may be money, but your money won't buy time. A story of a chap who was working night shift and long hours in a factory, and as he was going home in the early hours one morning after his shift, he took a shortcut through a cemetery, and not noticing that a new grave had been dug there, he fell into it. After several unsuccessful attempts to get out, he resigned himself to the fact that he would have to stay there until help arrived. As he sat in the corner of the grave, finally he nodded off and fell asleep. A drunk came stumbling past and also fell into the grave. The drunk started yelling and shouting for someone to get him out, and this woke the other chap up who was already in the grave. The chap who was there reached out and gently touched the drunk on his leg and said, It's no use, you will not get out. Needless to say, this drunk got such a fright that he jumped out of the grave. So, where am I going with this little story? A periodic visit to the local cemetery might help us to re-evaluate and reprioritize our lives. We might need to stop and ask ourselves, what are we really working for? Solomon had such a light bulb moment when he wrote that he does the work with wisdom, knowledge, and skill, only to leave everything to people who had not worked for it. A rut is simply a grave with both ends kicked out. Don't just make a living. Get out of your rut and make a difference. Don't just leave an inheritance. Leave a legacy that will enrich the lives of those around you. My dear friends, time is money, but money cannot buy time. Time is precious, and you only get so much of it in this life. So use it wisely and spend it well. May the Lord be with you. May He bless you. May He cause His face to shine upon you and be with you always. Goodbye.